Fantastic story. The first player from the Sudanese heritage to be drafted in the top 10 in the history of the AFL.
Fantastic in the air and a real X factor. This is going to be huge for the Gold Coast Suns. Certainly a wonderful story, and we look forward to seeing plenty more of this ultra athletic young man as we head to Tom Morris. Tom, you would have a very excited young man next to you.
Absolutely, a fantastic story. The first player from a Sudanese heritage to be drafted in the top 10 in the history of the AFL. What does this mean to your family? You're one of 7 children, Mac.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. My parents sacrificed a lot for me to get here. So I guess it's a big achievement, not only me, but for my family as well.
Growing up, what was life like?
Back it again. Let's get the rest of that off.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mac Andrew, the tall that they got first up, is great selection. High upside, could be anything. He's unbelievably athletic. So we like how he leaps at the ball, how he can mark overhead. You know, up forward, he has a bit of potential. He uses the ball well. There's so much about him. Could speak about him for days.
There's one there called Mac Andrew that's, he's an NGA with Melbourne, and he has been maybe the draft bolter of the year that could end up a top 20 player at 200 centimetres with his athletic ability. We're talking about his speed over the ground. It makes him a hard guy to match up when he goes forward. When he leads at full pace, they just can't keep with him. And then his ability to jump too, in that representative game, Vic Country, Vic Metro. I think in the first half, I think the Melbourne recruiting scouts would have been ducking for cover, thinking, gee, this kid, he's done too much. You want your kid to develop. They've probably encouraged all that development themselves and work with him. But the rules this year mean that you cannot match your bid inside the top 20. So this young boy's probably just played too well.
Mixed conditioning with arms.
We're doing arm circuits there.
Oh, right. Oh, all good.
Why you want to rename?
Because we did arms the other day, so I was thinking we could do conditioning.
We can do both if you want. What do you want to do arms today? But do you want to do arms and you do conditioning, or do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do conditioning. Oh, mix it.
Mix it.
Yeah, all right. Mix it.
Right, I just have to rub out before I just throw it up.
Where'd your shirt go?
Huh?
Where'd your shirt go?
Oh, up there.
Want to look big for the camera?
Huh?
Try and look big for the camera.
I'm actually sweating bad.
Left leg, I can legit belly roll. That's bad.
Alright, we'll get the ropes out for you conditioning.
Ropes?
Yeah, so we'll go ropes.
How many rounds?
So you're going to do 4 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for each. At that point, the Suns, if they don't get Finn Callaghan, then what do? They've just lost Hugh Greenwood. Do they go for a midfielder and Ben Hobbs? I think that's unlikely. The more unlikely of the propositions. You'd think that Mac Andrew would be heavily favoured there to be as a versatile option too. I mean, if you're looking for versatiles, what he can provide and bring would really hit the mark in terms of being a young ruckman. We know that this year they struggled without their ruckman. Jared Witts when he was injured, so that he'd add depth in that department, but also can play key forward, can play key back. So,
is he unique tall? Who knows? He might be that forward that can back up in the ruck at 200. He might even play centre half back with his athletic ability. He's still untapped, and so it's great to see a Sudanese boy likely to be, a first round choice with the way he's developed on the back of Alia being the first ever Sudanese player to make all Australian level. What a great story it is for the game to see them now coming through in their numbers.
Oh, my arms right now, next level. It's bad. Like lifting did you do throughout the season? Not even too much, to be honest. Because in and out of the club heaps. So it was wasn't really consistent. And then I started here for maybe 6-7 weeks ago, and then I had a break around draft time, and then come back now. So. Like this or? No, not really. I never really done much like this throughout the whole year or anything. So.
Do you know how
change.
much you're going to be at Gold Coast?
Nah, I get drilled, I reckon, because I'm skinny, so I have to pile on heaps of weight. So yeah.
What's your goals with weight and stuff like that?
Probably just I probably don't really have a certain goal. Just like strong enough so I don't get bodied and all that. So I reckon like people tell me you have to be like 100 kilos to do that, but I feel like if I'm strong enough not to get bodied, I feel like it's fine. So, but yeah, I'll see what happens though. They'll like know what's best for me there anyway. So yeah, it's clear. Ooh. Sweet, free smoke. Me and Nick about to drop you two off in basketball. 21-0. I'll go on that side. That was going in anyways. I don't even know. I don't know. I thought I was always better at footy. And then like at the end of year 10, I got invited to Stingray, so I kind of had to choose. But I was never really good at it. I was all right, but I was never, I was always better at footy, so I just thought I'd stick with it. That too old?
At the start of the year, tell us about your goals and what you thought about where your footy career might take you. If you had the goal of being drafted, what was sort of your mindset when you go back to the start of the year, in pre-season training for the Dandenong Stingrays, and you're looking ahead to what the next 10 months could produce? What was in your mind?
Yeah, I was just hoping to make the Stingray squad, and then hopefully to play round one and just keep my spot throughout the whole year, and then hopefully get a trial for country, and then try playing the championships, and then just try to do well enough to for Melbourne to look at me and hopefully go there. Pretty early on, my goals kind of changed after getting added to the academy. I just kind of had a different view on how I could go for the rest of the year.
Julian, I remember running into you. I don't reckon the season had started yet, but I remember you saying keep an eye on Mac, and you said he'll be going to Melbourne as the next gen academy player, because at that stage there was almost no chance he was going top 20. He's going to wind up a top 5 pick tonight. How have you seen his development throughout the year?
It's been rapid. I recall it would have been April when I rang Jace Taylor and said, there's this kid in the NGA, what do you think? He goes, I'll be going to sign him ASAP. And then from there, I think, to Mac's credit, through hard work and the programs he's in at the Stingrays country, obviously making the academy, he just continued his development to the point where I think Jason, the recruiting team at Melbourne, were trying to hide him, but I think it was out, and it was the rest is sort of history. He's had a fantastic year.
Onto the Gold Coast Suns, and it is a massive 12 months for this club. They only took one player in the draft, being Mac Andrew. The kid can play anywhere. He's so versatile, so athletic.
What's the feeling like to be moving up there and joining the Suns?
It's so good. so keen to get up there. You know, they got good young talent up there, good young crop.
Yeah, well, Mac was at our very first training session, you know, back when he was 14. You know, he's shown some obviously significant growth over this year. I suppose to see the growth in him this year has been fantastic.
Fantastic in the air and a real X factor. This is going to be huge for the Gold Coast Suns.